The bladder energy line starts from the top of the forehead, runs all the way over the back of the head, and then either side of the spine, down the back of the or legs, all the way down to the feet. And the bladder is seen as being part of the foundation of our energy system. Of course, the back also is being seen as being part of the foundation of our physical health and well-being. If we've got anything going on in the back, immediately affects our body and our movement. So we're going to do a little bit today to work the back and to bring awareness and attention and energy flow into the back surface of the body, this relationship down the back. We're going to start lying down, and if we bring the knees up, and then we're going to rock the knees just side to side. You can have your head up, or you can have your head back on the floor as you wish. Just rocking side to side, massaging around the back. And once we've done that a few times, we can then start to rock forwards and backwards and see if we can get a bit of a massage going in this direction too, all the way up into the shoulders, all the way down into the tailbone. A few times rolling this way, and then we're going to come up into sitting. And we're going to come all the way up into standing, so I quite like to do where you roll backwards, roll forwards with enough momentum to shoot us up into standing. So we could give that a go. So we're going to come up into standing, feet about hip width apart. Bringing the right elbow down onto the right thigh here, with the other hand resting down on your back. We'll just lean down on the thigh, turn and looking up towards the ceiling. Now, twisting movements are good for all of the body, but particularly being aware of what's going on in the back. You can use your hand here to guide your attention. Somewhere around the lower back, mid-back, it's getting a lovely twist. And then looking down to the floor. We've got the weight here in the right leg and the right foot, so the left leg can slide its way back. We're going to slide all the way back and bring the knee to the floor and just find ourselves in a lunge shape. Make sure you've got enough space to let the hips sink with the knee directly over the ankle like this. So we're going to move the hands up and back down again like this. And we can use the breath. So breathing in, we lift up. Breathing out, we come down. And focusing your attention on the back of the body and the areas which feel engaged and working to lift up and come back down again. Now, you do as much or as little as your body allows or wishes to do here. We're definitely not forcing things or going beyond, which is what we're capable of here. So a couple more breaths up and down. And then if you want to add in a bit more, if you're feeling comfortable here, we can tuck the back toes and lift the back knee and come up into a higher lunge shape. Just if you wish, same thing goes up, breathing in and down, breathing out. And then again, focusing on the back of the body and this movement of energy, engagement of energy to allow this up and down flow. 2 more breaths. Now we're all going to lift the back knee up off the ground, and then we're going to take the hands up. We turn the body out to the side, and we let the hands float down to shoulder height. So the hands come up and down to the ground. Up and floating to shoulder height. One more time, up and float down to the ground. Up and to shoulder height. And then we come up, we bring the hands down to the ground, turn the feet, flatten the hands, and bring them in front of your front foot, maybe making a tripod shape. You could have flat or you could come up to fingertips. Tripod shape, shift the body weight forwards until the weight is right over your front foot, and then we can let the back leg, if it wants to, come up off the ground, holding it up here. And focusing on what is it that's lifting the leg, holding the leg up. Where's the energy working hardest? Flowing, holding, lifting. 2 breaths. And then we'll drop the back foot down onto the ground. And then flattening the hands down, we take the front foot here and we reach it to the back of the room. Now again, depending on your body, doing as much or as little of this as you feel comfortable to. We're going to lift the leg up. And then breathing out, bringing it close to the floor. Breathing in, up, and then breathing out, down. Let's do a few breaths of this. And noticing what is it that's lifting the leg? Which part of the body is working? One more breath. And then we're going to swing the leg through, bring the knee in between the hands like this. Now we'll settle our body down. So untuck the back toes and stretching out the back leg. And we're going to come really far forwards on the hands and let your hips sink right down as low as you feel comfortable to here. So again, we're going to do a little bit of work in the back of the body from this position here. And we want to try and avoid bringing in tension, too much tension to the hips. That's why we've let them settle and soften down. So we're going to start to walk the hands forwards, and maybe we can come up to fingertips. And maybe we come up to just a light touch on the ground, or maybe we can actually let the hands come forwards. And we're going to hold the body here. 3 breaths. Maybe it's just touching or lightness or hands reaching. And then we bring the hands down. We're going to lift up a little bit. Try not to come up too high that it brings tension into the hips. Turn, look around towards your back foot. And then come back down to the floor. So we reach up. We turn towards the back foot, and then we come back down to the floor. Let's do one more. Reaching up, turn, and then coming down. And then lifting up. Okay, we're going to sit down to the side and bring the back foot around and in front. And at the same time, the tucked down over bent knee, this right leg, is going to stretch out. We bring this left foot flipping over the top, and then we're going to come into another twist to finish. So we turn towards the left shoulder, left hand comes around behind, right hand's holding or wrapping the knee, and as we turn to look around behind. Just a couple of breaths twisting, and as I said, every part of the body loves a twist, but particularly focusing on the back and how it's enjoying this right now. And as you breathe out, we'll release to the front. Did I say that was the end? One more. Let's do one more. We're going to flip the foot out to the side, bring the sole of the foot in to the inside of the thigh, and then we're going to come into a forward bend here just to kind of release the back. Now, this long leg here, they can have a little bit bent. In fact, I really recommend having a little bit bend in the knee, and we'll just let the hands come down to the floor, let the head bow down, and just softening gradually down. Absolutely no work needed here. Just relaxing and letting the back of the body guide how deep you want to come into this. Letting it all release. And of course, as the muscles and tissues release, that means the energy can flow more freely all the way down the back, all the way down through this bladder energy line. And then when you're ready to come up. Now, of course, we can do that all on the other side as well, but I won't speak through it. I'll just do it, and we can do it along together. So we could perhaps roll backwards and roll forwards back up. Lifting up the back knee if you like, doing a higher lunge. And then we'll open out into a warrior 2. Wheeling the hands all the way over the top, aligning the toes, tripod, balance. Dropping the back foot, flattening the hands, reaching the foot backwards and upwards, lifting up and down with the breath. And then we'll swing the leg through, knee coming in between the hands. Settling the back foot, stretching it backwards, settling the hips down. And then we'll turn towards the back foot. Do one more. Sitting to the side. Back foot swings around and over the top. Twisting this time towards your right shoulder. And then releasing, taking the leg, bringing the sole of the foot by your thigh, bending the knee a little bit if you want, and we'll relax into a forward bend here.